Oh, hey guys, welcome to Disney Channel Original Movie Trivia Night with Guy at the Movies and The Chumpcast. We are very happy to have you. Thank you for not being upset with us last week for having to postpone it. It's a tough trivia, and sometimes life gets in the way. But we're very happy to have you. We're going to jump into the game shortly here. But also I have Mark and Smithers from The Chumpcast with me here. Guys, do you want to say anything?
No. Mark, quit hitting your tape. Thanks for joining us. Again, as Joe said, it's probably good to reiterate. We apologize for the last-minute cancellation or postponement last week. You see what happens, Mark, when you leave for a few days?
Shit doesn't get done, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Mark was snowboarding and left us all to our own devices, and we see what happened.
I was shredding gnar, and I was getting in the zone for Disney movie trivia.
God, I want to punch you in the face so much there. I was shredding gnar. Anyway, let's talk about the rules of gameplay. Most of you who are coming back for this know this. If you're new, here we go. You're going to have to fill out one answer form per team for each round and submit it at the end of the round. You'll have a few seconds to do that. At the end of each round, we'll instruct you when to do that. You may play solo or you may form teams. We do have a prize that we're going to share with you in a few minutes, and there's ultimately no limit to the number of individuals you can have on a team, but there is a limit to how many prizes we're going to give. So it's up to the team to divide the prize that we give you. You'll see what that is in a few seconds. Absolutely no cheating will be permitted. Please don't Google, don't search for anything that we are putting up on the screen. Cheating ruins the game for all of us, and if we figure out that you're doing it, and if we sense that you're doing it, we'll look into it, and we might cut you out the next game.
We have people.
Brick is actually a private investigator, and he will find you.
Brick has arrived.
Ciao.
I'll find you. Wedding Crashers. There will be 20 seconds between questions in each round. Questions will be repeated once. Each question is worth 1 point unless otherwise indicated. Following each round, you'll have 30 seconds to submit your questions via the answer form. Mark, did we post the answer form link in there?
I'm going to do that right now. It's the same link, right, Joe?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm posting that in the comments.
So on that link, you'll find 4 different form links. Obviously, for the beginning, you want to hit answer form 1. Scores will be updated and announced following the end of each round. The team with the most points at the end wins. In the case of a tie, we'll have a tiebreaker question. And just like we told you last time, last week's or last game's winner will not be eligible to win this week, and we are scored separately. I will tell you that the Beard Man is not here. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to all of us because he's not here, right? So someone else is going to win tonight.
It's a big one for
He's
him.
still going to win.
Last week's champion is also not playing this week. So,
oh, that's right. It wasn't the Beard Man last time, right?
No,
it was your girlfriend.
Yeah.
A little nepotism going on. No big deal.
In his game.
Anyway, so this is Disney Channel Original Movie Trivia. We hope that you guys are all ready for it. If you could, please submit your names to the chat right now so we're ready to go with that. And we are going to jump into the questions in just a minute. Tonight's prize is going to be a $25 Hulu gift card. What happens with that is if you do not have Hulu, congratulations, you do now. If you have Hulu, you'll get the code to apply it to your account. So that will be $25 towards what you usually pay. And we are about to get ready.
Let's do it.
We'll give everyone a few seconds to pull up that answer sheet. And Mark, you're taking the first round, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take the first round. Real quick, guys, everyone playing, make sure when you go through the round submission forms to use the same team name. Because if we finish round 1 and you have a team name there and then go into round 2 with a different team name, that's just going to confuse us. So make sure you stay consistent with your team names.
Mark, do you want to give the quotes a try?
I was just saying I was really close to actually sitting this out because I haven't been looking through the questions that we've been putting in our Google Doc. So I'm not prepared to read the quotes. I feel like I haven't looked at them. And I could.
Well, if anyone's only prepared to do it, it'd be Joe because Joe's the one who made the quotes. So
yeah, I could do the quotes. You want to do general knowledge then?
I'll do general knowledge.
All right, let's switch it up.
Okay, hold on 1 second because I'm hearing that the forms are not working. So I'm going to double check that real quick. Darren, thanks for letting us know about that.
Great look.
Link and it says answers are already submitted.
How is Darren good at 54 losses?
54 losses.
Is that your team name?
Darren, check it
that
now.
attitude.
Check it
Come
now.
on, D.
Not everyone has the swagger and confidence of a Matt Bricketto.
Who's
I
that?
can pass that along. You win some and you win some. We're not going to win if you have the name called loses. I can't even read.
Wow. Do you even want to read the general knowledge questions? Or
I should be just sitting this one out completely.
Did he go to college with you?
Yes, we all went to college together.
We all went to college.
Yeah, we learned how to drink, which I'm doing right now.
I'm very good at that. I would get an A+ in that.
I made a margarita. That's why I'm late, actually.
That's the most
God, I
You're the
hate
worst.
it.
brick thing I've ever heard.
You're the worst.
I was feeling it. I didn't have any beer on hand, on tap, and I
No salt?
I could open this bottle of wine, go vino, go clash with the DCOMS, but then I was like, you know what? I have a bunch of frozen fruit and some tequila right here. Just make something happen.
All right,
Margarita
so
is a good pairing.
Brick is our Make-A-Wish guy that we brought onto this show.
Every episode.
Anyway, all right, Mark, you ready to roll?
It's Brick, right? Brick, you want to do this one?
Brick, you're doing this now, right?
Freaking do it.
Here we go. Guys, make
General-
sure you have the form up. General knowledge, round 1, question 1.
General knowledge. Here we go. What does Team Pup and Suds put in Val's sandwich as a prank?
Ooh.
This is specific. I watched a bunch of these movies to start out the week, and I was trying to figure out trivia. This is one of mine. What does Team Pup and Suds put in Val's sandwich as a prank? Question number 2. What state does Johnny Tsunami move to? All-time name, by the way, Johnny Tsunami. I don't think that was his actual name, though. Was it?
Notice the Mortal Kombat reference.
What state does Johnny Tsunami move to?
Wasn't he in Surf Ninjas too? I gotta look this up.
I don't know who that is.
What actress is the voice of the Smart House?
All-time favorite of mine. Great
Yeah.
voice actress.
Same.
Yeah. The movie is Smart House, if you didn't know.
This is
Context
probably
clues.
arguably the best DCOM there is.
No.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you there, Mark.
What is the actress that is the voice of Smart House? Question 4. In Up, Up, and Away, what actual superhero couple did the family's grandparents have over for dinner? This is such a deep cut. If anyone gets it, I'd be very impressed. You had to watch the movie.
These
very
are actual superheroes, like from Marvel or DC.
Correct.
Giving
In Up,
you
in Up, Up, and Away, what actual superhero couple did the grandparents have over for dinner? Name the 3 ingredients required to unfreeze the mom and grandmother in Halloweentown. Name the 3 ingredients required to unfreeze the mom and grandma in Halloweentown. Question number 6. Adam Hansen won backstage passes to what concert in Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire? Adam Hansen, the little kid in the front of the page there, won backstage passes to what concert in Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire? Question number 7. In the 13th year, Cody is a part of which sports team at his school? In the 13th year, not good with numbers and fingers there. What Cody is a part of what sports team at his school? Question number 8. Which High School Musical character starred in a spinoff? Which High School Musical character starred in a spinoff? Is the spinoff a movie or is that a TV series? Can we even ask that? Oh, well, figure it out. Question number 9. What 2 DCOMs did Ryan Merriman star in? What 2 DCOMs did Ryan Merriman star in?
I would
would've
put the
botched
2
this entirely.
in top 5 too. They were 2 really good ones.
With you there.
Name the 4 Cheetah girls.
Absolutely not. I would never get that.
Zero.
Emily, Sarah.
You know, they have to figure that out, right? Yeah.
Bianca,
Name the 4
Veronica.
Cheetah girls. There's 4 of them. Name them all.
Mark, Ryan, Joe, and Brick.
That checks out.
Who's Ryan?
Never heard of him.
Some dweeb.
Right. Here's your chance if you missed one. I'm waiting for the time we actually leave the answers in here. We just copy and paste everything, and it's just the answers too.
It's coming.
Yep.
You know it.
I need to circle back on the idea that none of you have seen Surf Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas. I bet you if I saw the title.
Rob Schneider, Tone Loc. Are you shitting me? Leslie Nielsen is in it.
No.
I'm
probably just too old for us.
20 seconds to get those questions in. Get those answers in, rather.
And by the way, it's not Pup and Suds. It's Pup and Suds. N. There's an N, not an and.
Who are you
telling? Then you write the questions next time, okay?
I will. I'll have to, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just have to.
Type A, Super Trader.
Yeah, and you didn't capitalize Halloweentown as a title.
Capitalize.
Really fucking bothering me.
Okay, so what is the best DCOM?
Brink.
Team Pup and Suds. Val.
I'm going to have just preference-wise with like how I grew up and liking that X Games kind of stuff. I'm going to have to say Brink. But overall, like best songs that appeared, and there was what was that group that three girl group? Smart House. Anyways, yeah.
I think Smart House was just the coolest, just because you're like, oh, that could be a dope ass house.
All around,
I want that future to be a real thing. I'm with you on Smart House.
Motocross was really good too. People forget about motocross.
People sleeping on motocross. Honestly, my Mom Had a Date with a Vampire was pee good. That's one of the ones that I watched.
Like this week to prep for this?
2 weeks ago, because we were supposed to be, we got a little delayed.
Yeah, we blamed you for that. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Decker's in the chat. He recognizes it. Surf Ninjas is the best.
My wife is supposed to be playing it, and I hear her on FaceTime, so I'm going to go yell at her. Give me a second.
Oh, that's... you guys ready for the domestic disturbance to occur?
She is playing.
I love that Mark would come home from a trip to Tahoe and just be like, Kelly, you need to play our trivia game. All right, best DCOM.
When we said that we were doing DCOMs the other day, I was like, "Oh, we're doing Disney Channel original movies. That's the category that we're going to do next." Then everyone in the chat was like, "DCOMs, yeah, DCOM." I was like, "We're not doing what is DCOM? We're not doing DCOMs. We're doing Disney Channel original movies." And then I just didn't click. I'm an idiot.
Wow.
I would love to disagree with you, but
wow.
Well,
how about
Tsunami
2, by the way? Nobody talks about that one. Do you remember that?
Say again, which one?
Johnny Tsunami 2. There was a second one. Did you forget about that?
Yes, because I've never seen it.
It was decent. Not as good as the first. All right, top three DCOMs. I would go Brink, Smart House, probably Johnny Tsunami. I liked Under Wraps a lot too.
You gonna hate on High School Musical like that?
I don't like, even, yes, it is the iconic Disney Channel original movie, but I don't really consider it.
It's definitely the most commercially successful one.
Yes, yeah. Brick, what about you?
Yeah, no, I think I'm with you on like Johnny Tsunami, Smart House, and then Brink was always other, but you guys kind of already took that one.
I F's with the song at the end of Xenon though.
Xenon, that was not a bad series.
No.
Up and Away. I liked Up and Away. I think that's an underrated one.
I also like Phantom of the Megaplex. Because I'm stupid. All right, here we go. I'm going to give you the answers coming up. We're going to roll through. We have 5 teams playing. And let's go back. Sorry, here we go. Question number 1. What does Team Pup and Suds put in Val's sandwich as a prank? That's worms. What state does Johnny Tsunami move to? That's Vermont. What actress is the voice of the Smart House? That's Katie Seagal. She's also the, actual person that is the AV or AI of the Smart House.
Leela.
Okay. In Up and Away, what actual superhero couple did the family's grandparents have over for dinner? That's Spider-Man and Mary Jane.
Did anyone get that right? I'm curious.
No.
Cool.
Name the 3 ingredients required to unfreeze the mom and grandma in Halloweentown. That's werewolf hair, ghost sweat, and vampire fang. Multiple people got that, actually.
Wow.
Adam Hansen won backstage passes to what concert in Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire? That's the Headless Horseman. Nobody got that. In the 13th year, Cody is a part of which sport team at his school? That's swimming. Which High School Musical character starred in a spinoff? That's Sharpay.
Was that a show or a movie?
Movie. What 2 DCOMs did Ryan Merriman star in? Smart House and Luck of the Irish. Multiple people got that as well. And name the 4 Cheetah girls. Chanel, Aqua, Dorinda, Galleria. 1 got that.
Gallery? What?
Do you think that when that movie came out, those names were looked at as ridiculous, and now it's just I know a girl named Aqua.
The norm.
I always think of Billy on the street when he's running around and he meets someone who has a dumb name. They're like, Arrow, that's your name, Arrow?
He just yells no and runs away.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Anyway, let's talk about where we're at after this. In first place, These Nuts Original Movies with 6 points.
Good job,
It didn't even work. All right.
In second place, East High Wildcats with 4 points. And tied for third place is 54 Losses and Noli Woli with 3 points. And Rachel, you are in fourth place.
Plenty of time left.
With 0 points. So, we are going to move on. And Mark, this is you, right?
Yes.
Oh, God help us all. All right. Make sure you go to the second form for answer submissions. And we are about to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So there we were in the middle of nowhere. And she says, I can change a tire and I can only change the weather. And I said, well, can you at least make it stop raining?
All of these are going to be Morgan Freeman then?
No, I'll switch up. No idea what that's from. None ya business.
That's just from every movie ever.
Right. Brick, this is why you need to do this.
None ya. Brick's chomping at the bit right now. He's like, let me get it.
Licking the lips. That's just all the salt in the cup of the tequila thing. Margarita.
What did you think? That you would just come here and sing to me and everything would be fine? What did you think? That you just come here? Is that how it is? That you just come here? That's got to be wrong. That you just come here and sing to me and everything would be fine?
It's all about the cadence.
Every Ben Stiller character ever.
Well, Brick doesn't add in commas or anything, so I have no idea how to read this.
Everything is Brick's fault.
I didn't do these.
So not the drama. Okay.
Yeah. Get that one.
So not the drama.
Thank you.
So not the drama. So not the drama. So not the drama. Yeah, sure. My shower head is very impressed with me.
It's the Joker, okay.
The Joker, right?
I think next week.
Stars.
Next time we'll go back to Brick doing these. I never thought that I would pine for the days when Brick did the quotes, but here we are.
Sure. My shower head is very impressed with me. This morning, I thought I saw a cheeseburger doing yoga.
Morgan Freeman's back.
This morning, with Andy Dufresne, I thought I saw a cheeseburger doing yoga. Yoga.
It's really good.
Very relaxing.
Yoga. You're not on my list, maggot.
You added a word.
That's Brick's fault too. He doesn't put in commas and stuff.
You're on my list, maggot. Yeah, you're not on my list. That makes no sense. Maggot. You're on my list, maggot. So think of it this way. You're just happy. One broken heart close to you're just, I can't read these in two voices. So think of it this way. You're just one broken heart closer to happily ever after.
So in case you're wondering, we're asking for the movie these are from.
Not the voice Mark is trying to do. Bruh, you're in America now. Wait, you're in America, not Hawaii. Try speaking English. That should say not, dude. That should say not.
No, that's spot on.
You're in America, not Hawaii. Try speaking it.
Now Hawaii. You're in America now
Hawaii. Try speaking English. Try speaking English to you, Mark.
Jeez. We're gonna go back through these one more time with Brick.
Dude, that made no sense.
If you're playing this game right now, you should probably just mute it and read the quote in your head.
Yeah, Mark,
especially because we're 10 seconds in and Mark hasn't even read it yet.
Why don't you give me some of the corned beef and cabbage there, Patrick?
All right, Brick, get ready.
Sugar water.
Brick, ready?
He's on his lunch break.
Sure, let's do it.
Oh.
Wait, we're going back through them? Come on.
So there I was in the middle of nowhere, and she says, I can't change a tire. I can only change the weather. And I said, well, can you at least stop it? These are harder than I thought.
Without a hitch.
Well, can you at least make it stop raining?
And that one's yours.
I know.
Dude, you put that in there.
None ya business. Redo. None ya business.
I didn't do that bad.
What did you think? That you just come here and sing to me and everything would be fine?
I mean, do you remember that time that we made up that way?
Brick,
You
we're
and me?
jumping.
No, not the drama. Thank you for going through these faster. Yeah.
Yeah, we're jumping quick.
So not the drama. So not the drama. Yeah, sure. My shower head is very impressed with me. I've actually said that before. You can quote me.
do that
That'll count. This morning, I thought I saw a cheeseburger doing yoga.
Yoga.
You're on my list, maggot.
You're not on my list.
So think of it this way. You're just one broken heart closer to happily ever after. Bruh, you're in America now, Hawaii. Try speaking English.
Nailed it.
There it is.
Nailed it.
That's such a funny, dumb line. Why don't you give me some of that corned beef and cabbage there, Patrick?
All right, guys, here are the quotes again without any audio.
Any horrible accents?
Right. Without Morgan Freeman and the Joker doing 3/4 of them.
So there we were in the middle of nowhere.
Andy Dufresne.
And the whales just moved in. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Make sure you're submitting in the second form.
I think we need to go back because we left something off of our top lists, and that is the Even Stevens movie.
It's just hold. Obviously, you did not read the list of questions.
No, we were talking about the best movies in our last break.
Oh, well, you can bring that up in our next break, which is happening in 2.
I'm sorry.
1.
Would you rather sit here in silence for 30 seconds?
Yes, I would.
I think we could all use a break.
Those quotes.
I think we could all use a break from all of us at this point. Yeah.
Would you want to see a Disney Plus series about today to see
what they're up to? Okay, which characters would you want to see a Disney Plus series about today to see what they're up to today?
Shia LaBeouf.
Characters?
Yeah, so even Stevens' movie, Shia LaBeouf is what after he got a good job, a 9 to 5.
He still got Shia LaBeouf's rat tail and his tattoos.
Yeah,
and he's still arguing with Ren for no apparent reason. Beans is old, fat, and bald.
Ren is
about covers
climbing. I feel like Ren's climbing the corporate ladder. She seems like that.
What do you think Tim Meadows would be doing at that point in an Even Stevens movie?
Wasn't he the principal?
Yeah,
He's probably dead of like cocaine or something.
he just couldn't handle them anymore. He couldn't handle the Stevens.
Shia LaBeouf broke him. Went on a
Shia
dark
LaBeouf
path.
broke me years ago.
Shia LaBeouf's the man. He's my favorite.
Isn't Beans like 4 feet tall?
I don't know, but if you look at a picture of him recently, it looks as though they like gave him growth stunting drugs.
Yeah.
And he just got older in the same body.
Yeah, he's kind of like what you talking about, Willis? Gary Coleman?
Yeah, it's very off-putting.
Yeah. Weird. Good luck, guys. These are pretty tough.
White Gary Coleman. Did you hear me yell that from the other room?
What'd you say?
Thankfully, I did not.
I made some banana bread today, and it's fantastic.
Did you put applesauce in it?
That's just full of surprises today.
Really? Applesauce in banana? I feel like you're fooling me. You're playing me.
Applesauce in banana bread. Do it. Do it once. You'll never go back.
No, man. You really want to make good banana bread? Put heroin in it.
That shit'll be addicting.
People will not be able to stop eating it.
I'm already addicted to this apple or this. Yeah. Fuck me.
I hate it all. All right, here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get kicked off of Joe's trivia night real quick.
It's not my trivia night; it's our trivia night.
Well, no, you can have it.
Thank you so much for being here. All right, here we go. We lost a player. That is the player that did not score any points last round. But here we go. The answers for this round. So there we were in the middle of nowhere, and she says, I can change a tire. I can only change the weather. And I said, well, can you at least make it stop raining? That's sky high. Nobody got that. Nunya business. That's Brink. What did you think that you just? What did you think?
Right.
Come here and sing to me, and everything would be fine.
Right.
Everyone put High School Musical. The answer is Starstruck.
Wow.
I don't even know what that movie is.
So Not the Drama. That's Kim Possible. So the Drama. Accepted Kim Possible for that, even though she had multiple movies. Yeah, sure. My showerhead is very impressed with me. That's High School Musical. This morning, I thought I saw a cheeseburger doing yoga. That is Smithers, the Even Stevens movie. You're on my list, Maggot. That's Cadet Kelly, also related to the
That's a good one.
Stevens movie.
Hilary Duff.
So think of it this way. You're just one broken heart closer to happily ever after. That's Cloud 9, actually. Nobody got that.
I've never even heard of Cloud 9.
Bra, you're in America now, Hawaii. Try speaking English. Johnny Tsunami. Most of you got that, if not all. And why don't you give me some of that corned beef and cabbage there, Patrick? The Luck of the Irish. Most of you got that, if not all. In first place, Disnuts Original Movies, 11 points. East High Wildcats, 9 points. And tied for third is 54 losses and Noli Woli with 6 points.
Who is Des Nuts?
That's Decker.
Is that Kyle?
What is Des Nuts?
Diz, like Disney, Diz Nuts.
Yes, I think that's what he's going for.
I may be saying it wrong, but that's exactly what he's going for. Is this me or is this you, Smithers?
I can do this, sure.
Right.
Let's take a stroll down memory lane and see some people before they were famous.
So the question is, what DCOM did these actors appear in? Ready?
My man.
Let's do it.
Make sure you guys have the third form up and go.
So Mark and I actually met this guy. That was our first movie premiere ever in Chicago. It was amazing. I could meet the guys from Broken Lizard. Obviously, you recognize him here as Farva from Super Troopers.
He kind of looks like Brick.
God, I see that a lot.
If Brick had a high and tight, yeah, Brick makes that face a lot for sure. A lot of these on this list kind of blew me away because I was like, "There's no way this big name, high level actor was in this DCOM." But then you think back to like the old Mickey Mouse Club. So obviously we're looking at Kaylee Cuoco here, who is just printing money from Mark's favorite sitcom.
Big Bang Theory. Watched it today. Love it.
Hate it.
There's
Bazinga.
Kat Dennings, who you probably saw recently in WandaVision. Also in Two Broke Girls. What did she get famous for doing?
Two Broke Girls.
No, she had work before that.
Only because they would always do those commercials at like 9:00 p.m. every single day, telling you to watch it after. I think it was like 2.5 Men or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hayden Panettiere. My first introduction to her was not a DCOM, but it was
Heroes.
Yeah.
She was
I
on
love
she's in
that
Nashville,
show.
right?
She was in Nashville, yes. Nashville.
Yeah.
She was the star of Nashville, wasn't she?
That's the picture, and that is her from Nashville.
Who's this ugly guy? I don't recognize him.
Yo, he's a stud.
Rick's cousin.
Obviously, that's Nick Jonas. This has got to be a clip from Jumanji, right?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I recognized the very Nick Jonas leather jacket.
Horrible in Chaos Walking, by the way.
Ooh. I still need to see that. I can't
No,
wait.
you do not.
Yes, I do. It's going to be great. What are you drinking, by the way? Did you stop at like a bodega to get a beer?
It's a Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA.
Okay.
Big can.
All right. Brie Larson, obviously our Captain Marvel at current.
We apologize that Brick did not, or that Smithers would not say that earlier on.
And we're looking for movies these people starred in, by the way.
Emmy Rossum. I definitely didn't know about her until the Dragon Ball movie.
I would have to say just Shameless.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her in
movie
person
came
actually
out first.
walking her kid, walking her baby in a stroller in Chicago. I saw her.
Yeah, they used to film when I lived down in Little Italy. It was not far from where they were filming. This is Brenda Song. This is her in The Social Network.
The Social Network. Nailed it.
Thanks for the backup, Rick. I appreciate you. Everybody needs a hype, man.
Hell yeah. You're the man. Peace.
This is someone who I actually do not know.
Oh, what is this from?
This
Games.
is from American Horror Story, and his name is Finn Wittrock.
No, this is from Ratchet, isn't it?
No.
No?
He's in Ratchet as well.
Okay.
This is American Horror Story.
Okay. And obviously, the last one, we got Kristen Stewart here. I don't know. What do you say about Kristen Stewart? She's
Good point,
a
Zach.
person who is an actor. She has been in stuff.
Well done.
What was that horror movie she was in recently? The Depths or
Underwater.
The Underwater. Thank you.
That's what it was.
I really want to watch that, actually.
Is that what all of our movies are? Underwater?
Underwater is not a bad movie. You're not going to get anything new out of it. It's like the same old shit. But for her, it's actually a good turn. Like
a lot of jump scares, I assume.
Not even. But it's just nice seeing her in something where she's half good.
She can act.
She
just
can.
makes bad jobs.
But she always is like that moody character, you know?
I mean, that's what your face does.
All right, guys, get it in.
All right. Speckman is trashing me in the chat saying that Hayden Panettiere was in Remember the Titans. I don't remember her in that movie, so I choose not to use that as my introduction.
She's the assistant coach's daughter who's like really into football.
Was she a little girl in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like 10.
All-time soundtrack. Movie soundtrack is incredible and Remember the Titans.
That is one of the few movies that it was on TV so many times, and my idiot roommate Gabe would just watch it over and over, and I got so sick of that damn movie. I know it's good, but I never want to see it again.
It's so good. I love that movie.
It was like Friday Night Lights when we were in high school. All the football players would always want to watch that. I'm like, yo.
This is not going to make you better at football.
They would like walk out to midfield.
Oh, God.
Holding hands.
Corny.
Just like you guys were 2-15 last season. Like you're not Mike Winchell. You're done.
Were your defensive backs worse than Ryan Gosling was?
Maybe same level.
God, he was trash. Couldn't keep his hips on a swivel, just getting burned all the time.
Knife into man. He had no idea what that was.
All right. If you could live in one DCOM movie realm, what would it be and why?
Not Halloweentown.
It's got to be Sky High or something, right? Like, you just have to assume that you would get superpowers.
No, you'd also could be just a regular civilian ass that is surrounded by people with superpowers, which would be really annoying. If that was
Which
the
would
case.
be, yeah. So what's worse? Is it a world where nobody has superpowers, or a world where some people do and you're just a schmuck?
That's a tough, because in Up and Away, the whole thing was heroes and sidekicks. Like you could have a power, but it also could be something super weak, like you turn into a little squirrel or like something weird that's just not helpful at all.
I want a smart house where they've worked all the bugs out.
Yeah, it doesn't try and
Where it doesn't turn on you.
that would be ideal. But yeah, if you could live in the smart house, yes. But if it's just like we are technically living in the smart house era now at this point.
I would just live in a house where Katie Sagal could talk to me at a given time.
Okay, that works.
On that note, let's go through the answers here. We're going to run back through them. I'll show you the pictures so that you're aware. First is Farva from Super Troopers, a.k.a. Brick. That's Sky High is the movie he was in, the DCOM. Second is Kelly Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory. She was in Alley Cat Strike. Kat Dennings from WandaVision, Two Broke Girls, a lot of other things, The Scream Team. Hayden Panettiere was from Nashville Heroes, as well as Tiger Cruise is the DCOM she was from. That's one of like the lesser known ones.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Jonas, I think just about everyone got this one. Nick Jonas from Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, the other Jumanji movie, Next Level, as well as Chaos Walking and other stuff. He was in Camp Rock with his brothers.
Can we freeze on this picture real quick? This is The Rock when he was talking about his power in Jumanji, the smolder.
Yeah.
He is smoldering right now.
He is smoldering.
He's smoldering.
He definitely is smoldering. This one is Brie Larson. Obviously, we know her from Captain Marvel as well as Room. She is from the DCOM movie Right on Track, which I honestly don't remember. Emmy Rossum, best known for Shameless, from Genius, which someone put Genius for every answer.
Good call.
There you go. Just see every time you'll get one right.
Brenda Song from The Social Network. We have to have a conversation about this one because everyone put Wendy Wu, and that is not the correct answer. She was in The Ultimate Christmas Present. So she is not the only Asian that was in DCOM movies. Good guess, though.
Who was Wendy Wu?
This is Finn Wittrock. He was in American Horror Story and Ratched. He was also in Halloweentown High. And Kristen Stewart from Twilight, from Underwater, and a lot of other things was in The 13th Year, but she was uncredited. No one got that.
Who is the actress that they said was in Wendy Wu?
Brenda Song.
She is, though.
In Wendy Wu?
Yep. So we got to give it.
What is she in Wendy Wu?
She is Wendy Wu. Cast Brenda Song, Wendy Wu.
Well, fuck.
Some egg on your face. Guys have just taken down movie trivia.
Yep, forever. There we go.
We're done.
She is literally the lead.
I want to go back to how none of you knew that Emmy Rossum was in Dragon Ball Evolution. What the hell? None of you hate watched that movie with me?
I didn't put myself through watching that movie. I watched like 15 minutes and I'm like, this is enough of this.
Oh my
God. I was with some of my nerdiest roommates when I was in college, and we just bought a couple 30 racks of Keystone and watched this movie thinking it was going to be okay at least. One of the worst days of my life.
Pretty bad.
I have never even heard of this, and I never knew they made a live action Dragon Ball.
Wasn't Aaron Paul Goku?
No, they copy and pasted the cast from Shameless. And the guy who was like the main guy in the first season of Shameless was Goku.
Really? I thought it was Aaron Paul. Looks like him.
His name is Justin Chatwin.
Okay.
He does kind of look like Aaron Paul, though.
A little bit, yeah.
Agree.
They even had Chow Yun Fat as Master Roshi, and they still couldn't make it work.
I've seen it multiple times. It's real bad.
It's so bad, dude.
Hey, Mark, what do you call Batman who skips out on church?
I don't know.
Christian Bale.
Got him.
All right, we're updated. Here we go. Here are the scores. In first place, These Nuts, original movies, with 14 points. In second place, East High Wildcats with 11 points. Ooh. In third place, 54 Losses with 10 points. In fourth place, Noli Woli with 7 points. That is the updated score chart with Wendy Woo included.
So we are currently, as it sits, we have one round left. Anyone can win mathematically. Put your game faces on. Let's go.
That's the most spirited you have been during a trivia since we started this whole thing. So
if you want spirited, just tell me you want me to roast you, and I'll go to town.
You do that in the Discord. We don't have to do it here. All right, ready?
Do it everywhere.
Here we go. Question number 1. What was the Urchins' motto phrase in Johnny Tsunami?
Shred Gnar, dude.
What was the Urchins' motto phrase in Johnny Tsunami?
I don't know how I speak English.
Got him, Brick.
Mahalo.
What is the number on Troy Bolton's jersey in High School Musical? What is the number on Troy Bolton's jersey in High School Musical?
I would have never gotten this. This is just a 1 in 100. This is a 1 in 100 guess.
It's in every picture.
Just kidding.
Except for this one.
Question.
Who falls off a cliff in the Even Stevens movie? Who falls off a cliff in the Even Stevens movie?
And dies? It's kind of dark.
That's why there was never a follow-up to the Even Stevens movie.
Mm-hmm. Tragedy.
That looks like John Cena right here, by the way.
Kind of does.
Does that not? How many Xenon Girl of the 21st Century movies have there been?
76.
How many Xenon Girl of the 21st Century movies have there been?
76.
How often does the portal from the mortal world open in Halloweentown? How often does the portal from the mortal world open in Halloweentown?
Every 3 minutes.
That's why I have a bus schedule.
Every Halloween? Once a year?
In what DCOM does Cody start turning into a merman? In what DCOM does Cody start turning into a merman?
Merman.
Merboy. Merboy.
Which troubled child star led the cast of Get a Clue? Which troubled child star led the cast of Get a Clue?
How troubled? Because there was that guy from like That's So Raven that was like in a gang and like now has like neck tats and face tats. And
how could you go from like Disney Channel original movies to like a actual gang?
Are you serious? That's such an easy step. You have money now.
Yeah.
What film tells the story of a high school girl who is actually the reincarnation of a powerful female warrior who needs to save the world? What film tells the story of a high school girl who is actually the reincarnation of a powerful female warrior who needs to save the world?
Batman Begins.
Mm-hmm.
Question 9. What color was Kelly's favorite blanket in Cadet Kelly? What color was Kelly's favorite blanket in Cadet Kelly?
Mustard color.
It was just gray.
Trick question. She didn't have a blanket. They stole it from her.
Trick question is the weight of her entire life. Actor Frankie Muniz starred in which DCOM? Actor Frankie Muniz starred in which DCOM?
Remember when he got punked and he got like legitimately pissed?
I want to go back and watch Punked.
That's why nobody cares about him anymore.
He drove the worst car from the original Fast and Furious, the Jetta.
Probably has the same haircut, that extremely gelled, like pushed up front of his hair.
The kid never stood a chance, dude. He was famous at a young age, got paid, never stood a chance.
All right, here are the questions. If you missed them, we're going to give you a few seconds to revisit them.
You know what show I missed from like the Disney Channel? The Jersey. That guy, like where you put the jersey, the kid like put the jersey on and he would go and be in like football or basketball or whatever.
No idea what you're talking about.
Sounds right up your
Never
alley.
saw that.
The Jersey got canceled pretty quickly, unfortunately.
30 seconds to get them in.
Frankie Muniz was definitely that kid in your class that would say he was going to tattle on you and then raise his hand and the teacher would call on him and be like, I need to go to
Can I go to the bathroom? Yeah.
Isn't Frankie Muniz is like the more modern Macaulay Culkin. That's how I view him. Like,
Yeah, but Frankie hasn't had his turn from heel back to face yet.
Not yet.
Macaulay has. But yeah, he could. Yeah, he could definitely pull that off, though. I think.
Will we ever get holographic person?
Well, okay. If this happens, there has to be options for what you would want your assistant to look like. I mean, I'm thinking just Jason Voorhees. Like, I want him to come tell me who's at the door.
You gotta want a young Matthew McConaughey, like a Fast Times, or I mean a Dazed and Confused Matthew McConaughey.
All right. That's where that did come from, that movie.
Yes, everybody knows that.
I'm going to post the jersey in our Discord because you guys will be like, oh, yeah, that thing.
So obviously I'm older than you. Like, were you in high school?
No, I was pretty young. Wonder when the jersey came out. The jersey came out in 1999.
1999. I was in 7th grade, so
yeah, you must have.
I guess I just skipped this one.
No, I skipped this one completely.
An old jersey transports kids into the world of pro sports. It's fucking brilliant.
Can't say this rings a bell.
He puts on the jersey and all of a sudden he's like playing the Packers as the Niners.
No, I get the premise.
Does he get absolutely crushed?
I fully understand the premise. I just never saw it.
Does he just get his head ripped off? Or is he actually like their size now?
I think he like transformed into like, I think it's still the kid, but like he's got the powers of the actual players. He's not like just a kid out there. Like it's like Angels in the Outfield type thing.
No, it's not like Angels in the Outfield at all.
Well, the Angels like helped him. I guess yeah, you're right.
No. How is this in any way similar to Angels in the Outfield?
No. What's the kid in Rookie of the Year? Doesn't he have like just powers? That's like he's just like good.
Rookie of the Year is he breaks his arm and his tendons heal too tight. So he throws a fastball like 105.
No, that's
the rookie with the guy from
Dennis Quaid.
Oh yeah, Dennis Quaid. There we go.
I love that movie, by the way. That movie's great. He's just throwing mad heat as an old dude.
And he's like, oh, and he walks away because it's like flickering. It's like 68, but it's really, or it's like 88, but it's really 98. It's like, oh.
Right.
It's like every loser you went to high school with who thought he was going to make it in MLB, like that is their dream movie. It's like, yeah, I'm 40 years old. I'm going to come back and I'm going to throw heat.
It's the pipe dream.
Throw that hot, sticky cheddar.
Yeah, not throw your arm out immediately. He was throwing absolute gas, though. I'm a big fan of that feel-good movie.
Dennis Quaid was from what I recall, it looked like he did some practicing, like for pitching. Like he was actually looked like he was throwing gas when he would throw it.
Well, if you don't have the right form and you do like you sign up for a movie like that, you will blow your arm out.
Yeah, your rotator cuff will just disintegrate.
And you'll look like an idiot too.
That too. That's why Charlie Sheen as a pitcher was so crazy. Like he threw gas.
Wild thing. Down, down, down.
I love those movies.
Yeah, they are great.
I'm changing my answer for my personal hologram. I want it to be Vaughn from Wild Thing, baby. Let's go.
That's a pretty good one.
I'm curious to see who's going to win this. Those were tough ones for the last round.
Everybody knows you've been feeding Kelly the answers.
She's still in last place. Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, because you were feeding
the answers. You're an idiot.
I didn't even read them.
She definitely didn't do well in the quote round. All right, here we go. Answers for round 4, general knowledge. What was the Urchins motto phrase in Johnny Tsunami?
Go big or go home.
There you go. What is the number of Troy Bolton's jersey in High School Musical? 14. Who falls off a cliff in the Even Stevens movie?
Beans.
That is your favorite movie, Smithers. Who falls off the cliff?
I don't have any idea. I only saw the show.
That was
Excuses.
Yep.
Excuses.
How many Xenon Girl of the 21st Century movies have there been? 3?
76. No, 76. There were 76.
How often does the portal from the mortal world open in Halloweentown? If you're listening closely, Mark will answer this for you all. Every Halloween night. In what DCOM does Cody start turning into a merman? That's the 13th year. Which troubled child star led the cast of Get a Clue? That's Lindsay Lohan. What film tells the story of a high school girl who's actually the reincarnation of a powerful female warrior who needs to save the world? Wendy Wu. Homecoming Warrior. What color was Kelly's favorite blanket in Cadet Kelly? That was rainbow. And actor Frankie Muniz starred in which DCOM? Miracle in Lane 2. Which leads us to the final scores.
Did anyone get the rainbow question?
Yes.
Wow. That was kind of a trick question.
Impressive.
The only one that people didn't get was the first one, actually. Interestingly enough, I had to look it up to make sure that was right.
The first one, Go Big or Go Home?
Uh-huh.
Wow. What? That was an easy one.
4th place, Noli Woli with 11 points.
Ooh.
In 3rd place, 54 losses with 13 points.
Get away, Darian.
Okay.
In 2nd place, East High Wildcats with 17 points, which means These Nuts Original Movies wins with 21 points. I want to say this. This was a hard-ass round of trivia for us. Even when we were putting this together, it was hard as shit. 21 points is the lowest winner we've ever had. But that doesn't mean anything about you. It just means that we made this really fucking hard, guys.
And Beardman wasn't here to know all the answers.
Beardman told me before, I don't know these. I don't know DCOM movies. I never watched them. So that's a good thing. But
Decker's in the chat. So Decker is the Disc Nuts team, and he's giving all praise to Brooke, who was in our Discord and was begging us to remind her next time we were doing trivia. So apparently that paid off.
Well, she's not here, though, right?
Yeah, did she?
She's playing on Decker's team.
Fair.
Dope.
Guys, that was actually a fun round. That was the hardest I think we've done, right?
I think it is.
So, Decker, that means the gift card is going right to Brooke, I assume. As it should. Sorry, Decker. Maybe next time.
All right.
Where's Decker from? Are we like crossing the country here with our participants, or?
He's an old buddy of mine. I met him once or twice.
From
high school.
I meant place in the country. Like, is he from Chicago?
Chicago, yeah.
Antarctica. One of 5 people in Antarctica.
So, Smithers, you've never left Chicago, is what I'm hearing.
That is not correct, but
okay, fair.
Partly true.
All right, anyway. Go back to shredding the gnar, you bag.
Here we are. We're back to roasting one another. Guys, really appreciate you all being here. We have had a few requests for different types of trivia in the past couple of weeks, and I want to ask the chat right here and now if you guys are good with that. Do we want to do horror in the future? Do we want to do 90s movies, or do we want to do, I'm going to throw in 80s movies just to mix it up a little bit. 80s movies, 90s movies, or horror movies for the next trivia?
I feel like we're going to get 90s movies from the people that I know played.
We might.
Maybe not. I kind of want to save horror for Halloween.
I kind of do too. I just feel like people are so interested.
It's a long time
There's
away.
enough horror that you could do it easily more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's going to require us to remember what we put in this horror versus that horror.
Well, that's why I made different slides. I'm making new sets of slides so that we can refer back to our old horror if we need to.
Someone on my Twitter timeline that I have not spoken to just posted, tonight we watch Surf Ninjas.
What is Surf Ninjas? Who's in
This
that?
is a sign. I just told you it was Rob Schneider and Tone Loc and a lot of actors who have never acted again. But trust me, look it up. You will not regret it.
Guys,
You will regret it. Don't look it up. It's going to be dumb. It's bad Smithers recommendation. Go ahead. Anyway,
hear me out. We'll stick to the horror theme, but we'll go a little bit deeper. So we have St. Patty's Day coming up. I'm a big fan of the Leprechaun.
Leprechaun only?
That's too specific.
All the Leprechauns?
That's too specific.
Only Leprechaun?
We could do, okay, hang on, hear me out. We could do like murderers under 3.5 feet tall.
Yes.
Then we could bring in like Rumpelstiltskin. We could bring in Gremlins.
Chucky.
I could just keep going with
People
this.
forget about that movie.
You name 2.
All right. Well,
or we can do Irish-based movies.
in 2 weeks
Braveheart.
we'll have trivia with Guy at the Movies and not the Chumps. But
Yes.
Mark, what do you think about DC trivia? Could we do DC movie trivia?
We could.
Ugh.
We should eventually do like more of the superhero niche, like Marvel movies and DC movies.
I did Marvel not too long ago. I actually think I would like to do DC trivia since Snyder Cut's coming out and stuff.
Okay.
No? What do you think?
I'm going to start my own trivia and just do The Simpsons every week.
Yeah, you're gonna have to actually do that though, Smithers. You know.
Yeah,
I kind of like the under 3 foot horror trivia. That's kind of funny.
I hate all of you. Is what I really want to say.
I feel like there's a lot of movies out there with little murderers. Just
I'm telling you.
Brick, I feel like you and I are on the same page. So, do you want to do our own trivia?
let's just sleep on it.
We make all the questions anyway, so.
I just got a message that said, "Yes, I'm all for DC trivia."
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the 3 foot horror trivia. Fuck.
Dude, that's not a bad category if you
It's
think
a
about
terrible category. You're the worst.
You're
Children
insane.
of the Corn.
You're just so that you didn't think of it ahead of time.
No, I'm very thankful that I don't have a mind like that. Anyway, please follow Guy at the Movies on Instagram, everywhere else that you can find me, as well as the Chumpcast. They are the Chumps. Is that what your name is on?
No, everything's at the Chumpcast.
No, on Twitch. It's a little different, though, isn't it?
It's _Chumpcast on Twitch. By the way, I'm Googling right now. Short horror movie villains. I'm telling you, man. There's
I hate it.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw is not.
Yeah,
Jigsaw is actually like 6 feet tall. The real guy who's the murderer.
The little puppet guy.
That's Billy the puppet. You are wrong. This is why we don't invite you to answer.
You know what I mean.
Questions.
He doesn't do the murders. He's just a little prop that's always there.
Shut up. I feel as though we're making this up on the fly. We could probably include the Saw movies.
I don't think so.
What about the little Halloween head? The pumpkin head. Pumpkinhead, right? Isn't Pumpkinhead like 3 feet tall?
I know. He was big, I think.
There's like a weird.
It's either going to be horror or DC movies in 2 weeks. We'll see you then. Thank you all for tuning in.
The ventriloquist doll from Conjuring, I think.
Goosebumps.
Fucking cut this, Mark.
Birds. Do birds.
The bird.
Birds is a murder.
Birds aren't real.